Welcome back to another installment of Eye to Eye. In this episode, we'll be taking a close look at Archer's Literature and Conference. The conference is an opportunity for students to explore ideas from literature, from canonical literature, and compare to contemporary works of art, whether it's music or film or a novel. Our conference this year is in its 8th year, and it will be happening on February 26th. The thing I love about the Literature and Conference, first, is that it's completely student-run. And second of all, it's an opportunity for Archer girls to showcase one of their principal strengths, which is their love of ideas for the sake of themselves. And that quality, loving ideas for the sake of themselves, is my definition of what it means to be intellectual. The conference is thrilling to watch because students have an authentic audience in one another. We invite student presenters from all over the city, boys and girls, and it's really, it's just so stimulating to see the depth of their thinking and the level of sophistication of their thinking as well.
What makes the conference successful is that we reach out to over 20 area schools, public and private, to get a wide variety of student contributions. Primarily, the conference is focused on analytic writing, although it doesn't always have to be writing. Sometimes students produce film projects or visual projects and speak about them. But we also have a place for creative writers. Primarily, we're looking for writers who are inspired by a particular author, a style, a literary period, or maybe an actual poem that they're responding to, or a book.
I think students should get involved with Literature and because I think it's a great opportunity for students who love to write to showcase their own writing in a presentation form and to also get to know other writers and hear from writers who have styles that could be very different from their own. And when you get to look at other styles as a writer, it can help you grow as a writer yourself and see where you want to take your own writing in the future.
Last year I participated in Literature and because I'd been aware that there was this conference that went on annually. And I knew that it was an opportunity for young people, especially young women, at school to become part of a literary community, if only for a brief while. So I ended up submitting a creative piece and it was chosen. It was a story about a young man returning from World War I, and he was fighting in France and Germany, and he came home, and sort of his experience re-entering society after seeing having this harrowing experience, and reading it was a really great experience at the conference.
Literature and helped me in college to learn how to interact with people with different opinions than my own and to appreciate a good discussion. I feel like at Archer I learned how to be a big fish in a little pond, and especially at Lit and I learned how to apply that to a larger setting with people who I don't know very well but also have really good ideas to bring to the table, and then we can all collectively kind of nerd out, find what ideas we have in common, what interests we have in common, and then see where our opinions differ and really get some good interaction and some good ideas flowing from that space.
I think this conference is so important because, as far as I know, it's the only literary conference in all of Los Angeles that is open to high school students. I think people underestimate what teenagers are capable of, the level of critical thought that they're able to achieve, the connections they're able to make between pieces of literature and relevant modern day events and pop culture. Students are hungry for an opportunity to share their insight. And this, I think, is a very unique forum for the millennials who people tend to think of as maybe not as interested in literature to show that no, they really are interested in literature.
Again, the conference will happen on February 26th, and if you attend, prepare to be inspired. I look forward to your comments.